You guys ever show up to a buffet like really early, about 5 minutes after they open up? You get there and no one's around, and you're like, maybe I came a little bit too early. But then you get to the food and it's really hot and it's everything you want, and you don't have to worry about waiting or passing up on any opportunities. Sometimes it pays to be early. And today we're going to do an early first round mock draft. Let's go. So with pick number one, there really shouldn't be any dispute here. It's CMC. I can't think of any arguments to not pick CMC. He has the workhorse role locked up. He's guaranteed, 275 to 300 touches. He's on a top offense. Same coach, same quarterback, same system. The only thing that people can say about CMC is maybe he's injury prone, but that was really only 1 year. CMC's back, and there's no arguments to not pick him with your number one pick. Now here's where things get a little bit tricky. If I had the number two pick, for me, I'm going Bijan Robinson. Let me tell you why. Bijan, as a rookie, had over 1,100 total yards and 8 touchdowns. And that was splitting time with Tyler Algier. Now this year, he's got a new coach who doesn't hate him. He's got a new quarterback that will help him succeed. And he's going to be in a new system. Tyler Algier, I can guarantee, won't be a nuisance this year. The last 7 games of the season, so from weeks 10 to week 17, Bijan Robinson was averaging about 72% of the snaps, and Tyler Algier was averaging about 26. Now that's way better than that 50-50 split they had at the beginning of the year. The benefit of getting a new quarterback. In certain situations, getting a new quarterback might hurt a player's value, but in this situation, it's going to only benefit him. For one, Kirk Cousins is old. He doesn't want to run the ball anymore. He's a totally different player than Desmond Ridder. Kirk Cousins, when he sees Bijan Robinson at check down, he's going to hit him for that first down. I know that Bijan Robinson was, for a lot of people, a high draft pick last year in the first round, and to a certain degree, he did let us down, but I think we was a little bit early. I think we were a year early. This year, I think he's a bona fide top 3 running back, and I'm going to pick him with my second pick. With pick number 3, give me Breece Hall. Now, I want you to think about this. Think about how putrid and terrible that New York Jets offense was last year. Think about how Garrett Wilson let us down. Think about how Breece Hall let us down. Oh wait, he was a number 2 running back last year, and that was pretty much playing really half a season at full snaps. He missed a handful of games on top of when he did start to play, they limited his snaps. And he was a number 2 running back. Now obviously, yes, I know there was a handful of injuries. Again, in that putrid offense, he was a number 2 running back last year. And he's only going to be better this year. Offense is going to be a lot better with Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully he stays healthy. You got Mike Williams on the outside to complement Garrett Wilson, so you can't really stack the box and force them to throw the ball. You have to have a safety close on, because Breece Hall had that breakout ability. Again, like Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers is on the decline. Aaron Rodgers is pretty close to retirement. I'm almost positive he has his AARP card. He does not want to run the ball. He's going to check it down any opportunity he gets, which benefits Breece Hall. So with that 3 pick, give me Breece. Give me him a full offseason of being healthy. Dalvin Cook is gone. He's not going to be splitting the carries with anyone of importance. Give me Breece Hall with the number 3 pick. If I have the 4th pick, I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill. First wide receiver off the board, and he's easily the safest wide receiver in the draft this year. Justin Jefferson got a new quarterback. Jamar Chase, he has the ability to be number 1 wide receiver, but I just don't see it happening because he's not going to get the receptions. Tyreek Hill has the same quarterback, same offense, just like CMC. Same everything. He's probably the safest wide receiver and has that boom potential. When you think about a safe wide receiver, you think about someone who's going to get you maybe 10 to 15 points. He won't kill you, but he won't win you a week. Has the ability to go for 20-plus points every week. Waddle is constantly getting hurt. He gets hurt almost every single game. He has to go off for a handful of plays. He's going to miss some time. And who's that benefit? Tyreek Hill. This is the last year for Tua to prove himself. And what better way to prove yourself than throw it to your ace wide receiver and let him do all the work. Bump those stats up. Give me Tyreek Hill with the 4th pick. With that 5th pick, give me Jamar Chase. After the time of this recording, T. Higgins is still on the team, but he's very likely to be traded. Even if he gets traded or he doesn't get traded, obviously Jamar Chase is that alpha wide receiver. He's going to get you anywhere between 8 and 15 targets a game, and that's pretty much a guarantee, regardless of who's on the team. Joey B is going to be healthy this year. Going into the offseason, he feels confident. He ended pretty strong last year, so he's not going to be hampered by that leg injury, by the calf. Again, he's going to be looking to get the ball down the field to Jamar Chase. They also let go of Joe Mixon and signed Zach Moss, which is a downgrade at the running back position. Mixon was easily on the board for 50 to 60 catches every single year, so there's a lot less targets going to the running backs. He's going to be going to the wide receivers. He is one of the few wide receivers, just like Tyreek Hill, who has the benefit to go for 50 plus any single week. And we've seen it done before. So with that 5th pick, go ahead and give me Jamar Chase. With the 6th pick, give me another wide receiver in CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys have no running game this year. At the time of this recording, they didn't sign any running backs. The number 1 running back is Rico Dowdle. Who? No run game equals more targets for the wide receivers. Again, that benefits CeeDee Lamb. He also doesn't have a strong number 2 option. You can say Brandon Cooks is consistent to a certain degree, but he's not a strong option in the receiving game. He's going to give you the boom or bust potential, but he's not someone that's going to be a target hog. He's not someone that's going to take away targets from CeeDee Lamb for the most part. This is also Dak's last chance to get a big contract. So again, he's going to want to bump up those stats and try to go down the field with CeeDee Lamb. Oh my God, we're at pick number 7 and still no Justin Jefferson? Just hold your horses. With the 7th pick, go ahead and give me Jetta. At this point in the draft, he's too good to pass up. He obviously has a lot of question marks with the quarterback position, even if you go with Sam Darnold or the rookie quarterback. But he's still a really good wide receiver. You also have to understand that Addison is not too shabby as a wide receiver too. He had double-digit touchdowns last year as a rookie. But I do think that obviously at the quarterback position, if you have a top wide receiver level like Justin Jefferson, you're going to lean on him. They did sign Aaron Jones, but he's getting up there in age. So this is not going to be an offense that leans on the run game. Again, Justin Jefferson is too good to pass up at this position. With the number 7th pick, go ahead and give me Justin Jefferson. At 8, give me Jonathan Taylor. Fully healthy Jonathan Taylor. No more Zach Moss Jonathan Taylor. Anthony Richardson, fully healthy, triple option Jonathan Taylor. We obviously seen that he could be a running back 1. We've seen him do it before. We've seen him literally finish as the RB1. When fully healthy, he's guaranteed double-digit touchdowns. This offense wants to run the ball. They're going to take it slow with Anthony Richardson. They want to try to keep the ball out of his hands and keep him away from running the ball. What better opportunities do you have with Jonathan Taylor? You probably won't get too many checkdowns, unfortunately. Anthony Richardson does have that dual threat that he can rush the ball for the first down. So he's not like the traditional quarterback that's going to chuck it down to the running back as soon as when they get in the pressure. He's going to scramble a little bit, try to look downfield. If he doesn't, he's going to run for that first down, which does hurt Jonathan Taylor. But again, this offense is going to be scary in the red zone for sure. With the 8th pick, give me Jonathan Taylor. With the 9th pick, give me Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams last year, in 12 games, he finished with over 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns. And that was in 12 games. Imagine what he could do with 17. Darrell Henderson gone. Cam Akers gone. This is Kyren Williams' backfield going into the offseason. He's going to get the first team reps, and he's going to get integrated in the offense at an earlier pace. As long as Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and Kyren all stays healthy, I think this could be a top 3 offense in the NFL. Sean McVay also loves the workhorse running back. We've seen it with Todd Gurley. We've seen it with Darrell Henderson. We've seen it with guys who didn't deserve it. Kyren Williams is a stout running back, and we've seen what he can do with volume. If he didn't get hurt last year, there was a very good chance he finishes as a top 2 running back. I do see that in the range of outcomes for this year. With the 9th pick, give me Kyren Williams. With the 10th pick, I think this is where you can go ahead and draft Travis Kelce. He's no longer an option with that top 5 pick. You might go top 2 running backs, top 2 wide receivers, and then feel safe for Travis Kelce. He definitely still has the safety blanket of Patrick Mahomes being the number 1 target, the best quarterback in the NFL, and he's pretty much guaranteed double-digit touchdowns every single year. But at the same time, the range of tight ends from where Travis Kelce is to everyone else is steadily getting closer and closer every single year. He's definitely as safe as it comes at the tight end position, but getting Travis Kelce in the first round compared to Mark Andrews, Sam Laporta, TJ Hockenson in those later, 3rd, 4th rounds, give me those guys over Travis Kelce. But again, if you have that 10th pick, this is where I feel safe taking him at. Now, if you have the last 2 picks in the first round, if you at the 11th pick or you get the 12th pick, you have that turn, these 2 picks are pretty much interchangeable. You got 2 stout running backs, workhorse, just dogs in the backfield. They're both on new teams. They're both on better offenses. They're both playing with tier 1 quarterbacks for the first time in their career. I'm talking about Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. Both running backs went to offenses who love to run the ball. They have better offensive lines. Their fantasy value should only go up from this point on. I would feel comfortable picking anyone at these picks. If you want to go Saquon 11, Derrick Henry 11. If you want to go Saquon at the turn, Derrick Henry at the turn. Either one I think is great picks at the end of the first round. You're getting a lot of safety, but you also have the high-end upside of a top 5 running back. The only downside is with Philadelphia. We don't know if the tush push is still going to be a thing. Jalen Hurts is going to get his. They still love, Boston Scott, Kenny Gainwell for whatever reason. And in Baltimore, do they want to still be a throwing offense? That's yet to be determined. Some honorable mentions that you can probably slide in at the end of the first round. You can call it pick 13 if you're picking at the turn, who you can interchange them for that, late first round pick. Are guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs. They all have upside and could, again, have an argument for a first round pick. But at this stage in the offseason, again, with A.J. Brown, we don't know how Saquon's going to integrate. Jahmyr, we don't know. Is David Montgomery still the RB1? He's still going to get his in the red zone. So there's that dynamic. And with Amon-Ra, it's not as exciting as we want our first pick in the fantasy draft to be. But that being said, those are my 12 guys I would pick in the first round. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Remember, subscribe to see more content from me and everyone here at Just in Time Media.